Oh my god.
All right. I
Yeah.
think we are live. My computer just froze, so I can't see
Oh.
anything. Brian, can you see the screen moving?
I can see nothing. I see the Overwatch symbol telling us that the game is loading.
Okay.
That's just
All right.
great. That's fun.
All right. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Walden Esports live broadcast of Overwatch. We're experiencing technical difficulties because that's how we roll.
Hopefully we'll have it all sorted soon. I don't really know what's happening.
I'm not too sure either. I'm gonna mute for a second and figure this out.
Go for it.
All right. All right. Well, live audience, while you wait, my name is Brian. I'm co-GM of our Walden Esports team.
And I am John, the other co-coach of our Walden Esports team. We did not have any student volunteers for Shoutcasters this evening, so Brian had the brilliant idea of having us do it. So that's why I'm here.
So stay tuned. No, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's bound to be
Miles
awful.
joining us. Yes, we do have Miles joining us, though. We did get one student that hopped on. So me and Brian will be adding a lot of colored commentary.
Right.
And Miles will be adding the actual content behind what we're doing.
I anticipate a lot of questions in our futures, John.
I do too. A lot of questions.
A lot of questions.
You know, while we're waiting, I'm just going to hop back in the Discord chat and see if they're playing or if it's like frozen on their end too.
All right, roger that. I will hold down the fort here.
Thank you.
All right, you are welcome. All right, here we are, staring at our 5-0 record. That's exciting. Our Overwatch team is doing well this year. We're very proud of our guys. Yeah. All right. Walden Walnuts. I've never done radio before, so I hope this isn't as awful as I think it's going to be.
Well, Brian, they definitely are playing right now, so we're missing some action. So,
all right,
it's good on their front in the sense that the game is going on, but we can't see it.
Oh,
so we'll hopefully work out that issue.
In my imagination, the game is going great, John.
I think so too. I think Walden is doing extremely well. Someone in the chat said, "What game are we playing today?" We are playing Overwatch. Walden is 5-0. And off the top of my head, I don't actually know what I think it's Wisconsin Lutheran's record is. Let me look it up here. As long as we are stalling.
We gotta find something to think about. All right.
Miles looks like maybe he has our camera back up and running. Let me take this background away.
Oh, all right.
We might be onto something here. I'm going to look up those standings while hopefully that's getting sorted out.
Oh, wait. Okay. Feels like we're almost there.
There we go.
Miles, how we doing, buddy?
It's all right.
Fantastic.
Winnebago Lutheran is in our division. They are the only other undefeated team. So it is the two undefeated teams playing right now.
Oh,
it looks like Walden took the first point on this map, which is exciting. But other than that, I think we're just waiting for this one to start. We got a whole lot of lag going on.
Oh, is the screen lagging on your end?
It is. Brian, is it on your end or is it just me?
Oh yeah. Nope. It's the lag is seems. Oh wait, there we go. We're seeing some action. Seeing, I think what looks like a shield of some kind.
So it's lagging on your end?
It's lagging quite badly there, Mr. Miles.
It is indeed.
I'm not.
Oh.
The game
comes in and out. Now it's pretty smooth. Now it looks like we're getting going. So Walden is the red team here. Hopefully it stays smooth for us here for the remainder of this match.
All right. Oh no! It looks like two of blue teams down. I'm assuming that's good.
That would be a good thing. Let me get rid of this banner here. Here we go. All right, well, so it's really even right now. It looks like they got 2 of ours, we got 2 of theirs. So things remained pretty even. Jeff is in the comments, a pretty happy camper that you're shoutcasting tonight there, Brian.
That's great. I love it. I love
right,
it. My
so-
fan of one.
Miles, can you give us a little overview of what point are they trying to fight over right now? Where's the point they're trying to get to?
So currently the red outline is what they're trying to take from Walden right now. And
Okay.
it seems that they're able to get in, but not able to do enough damage to keep them down, keep them out.
So that gives me enough to at least go off of them. So that's Winnebago Lutheran, the blue team, trying to break through this little doorway. Walden's able to hold them back, it looks like, with that shield pretty well. They're trying to break through and be able to take this point. Walden, when we were having some technical difficulties, did take the first point. They're currently at 75%. And Winnebago trying to hold off and keep that last point from them. If Walden wins this next point, they will take the first map.
Winnebago did just take the point, although it looks like it's going to be swiftly taken back by Walden.
Okay.
They did burn a lot of ults there, and Winnebago has majority of theirs, including 2 DPS ults, which are big for taking out teams.
Okay, so they could make another good push here at the end. I mean, Walden's up to 90, almost 95%.
Although there goes Cade.
There
goes Cade with his big ult.
Now, ults are those super big attacks, right, Miles?
Yes. Like, you see that tire that just killed Cade right there?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
that was a ultimate from Junkrat.
Fantastic. And Walden wins the map. Way to go, Walnuts.
All right, we missed the first one, but we got to see the second one. The Walnuts take the first map from Winnebago. KX Star being John.
Exciting replay.
I love it. So, Miles, what our next one coming up, I think, is that hybrid map. Is that correct? Where they have to take a point and then push the cart?
I believe so.
believe.
So basically what they got to do is they got to capture a point first and then start pushing a cart to a destination.
Gotcha. And the more guys they have sitting on that cart, the faster the cart moves. And I think they get up to 3 points, if I'm not mistaken. And then if they get all 3 points, it's just a matter of which team gets it quicker. So they'll be timed as well.
So basically what happens is that you have to take a point first. Obviously, the point has 3 ticks. More ticks you get, just better it is for your team. You can have a max. For the max speed of the cart moving, it's 3 people on it.
Okay.
And then that's the max speed for it. And then it is 2 checkpoints for the cart.
So even if you piled all 6 of your guys on the cart, it's not going to go any faster, right?
It's not going to do any faster if you had 3.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Nothing says military success like pushing a cart around.
There you go.
Well, it looks like they're going to play King's Row, and Walden's going to defend first.
Seems like Walden likes defending first. I feel like over all the matches we've done, I feel like Walden always likes defending first. Is there like a strategy to that you know of?
The general idea is that we want to get the match done quicker, and that's if we know we can hold, and if they do not capture the first point, then we can do that really quickly and end the game as soon as possible.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
Jeff certainly likes defense. Let's see Jeff throws comment up here. Jeff's a big fan of that defense. He's a Steelers fan, so he definitely would be a defense fan, that's for sure. That Steelers defense.
All right.
So they got to take roughly between the car and that telephone.
Okay, that's the first point.
Yeah, that's the first point.
Okay.
And then this choke that you got to get through first.
All right. And then where is the caravan that they have to move? Is that on the map yet?
It will be behind these doors once they take this point.
Okay.
Right in front of that checkpoint looking thing. Fantastic.
Yep.
All right.
Love it. And obviously the lines on the ground, that blue and red line, just outline the different ways the teams are coming, right?
Yeah. It's like here comes Walden, and then they're waiting in their spawn.
Yeah. Not to confuse everybody from the last map, it looks like they did switch colors. Walden was red last time. Walden is now blue on this stage. or this map, and Winnebago Lutheran is now red. Looks like
Yeah.
Walden has got to that point. I think they get time to set up their defense, right? So they always get there a little bit first before the teams arrive.
Yeah, so you see Ethan over here playing Torbjorn has got his turret set up and all that stuff where they have to just come out of spawn now and start doing their stuff.
Smart move. I like the turret setup location. All right, we got our shield up in the front. So one of our tanks up there trying to take brunt of that damage coming through. Let our DPS hit from the back. Probably let that turret do some damage. Kind of in a deadlock right here.
John's in the middle of them, but he just can't get taken out.
See, Winnebago was able to take that high point up on the top of that roof there. Walden with a couple picks there, taking out 2. They've lost, looks like AJ was lost in that fight, but they're still up. Looks like probably 4 to 5 there, so still with the advantage. AJ back in.
The hammer kill.
Nice. Yeah, Walden's getting a few different picks. They're pretty staggered. Winnebago probably needs to back up and regroup at this point because they're seem to be pretty scattered, getting picked off.
Ooh, John's getting way too comfortable in there. He's getting cocky.
Is that him that's pushed up real front?
Yeah, John
yeah,
plays the line
there you
out.
go. Okay. Yep, and it did cost him.
See, now that's bad for them because John has to come all the way back from their spawn, which takes much longer than them coming from just that building.
And I would imagine being that big tank, he probably moves a little bit slower, does he not? Or are they pretty similar, like movement speed?
Majority of characters have the same movement speed, aside from like Tracer or Genji, who move a little bit faster.
Okay.
But Reinhardt has a charge ability, which lets him move pretty quick. See,
okay. Yeah, he is back. They definitely didn't push that pinch or that choke point while they were waiting for him to respawn.
Yeah, the constant pressure from the Baptiste ultimate there, that big barrier that you saw, that increases the damage of objects that go through it only for your team.
Okay.
You see Cade likes to be pushed up. He likes to be in the team. You might pay the price for it here. Or not.
Oh,
now Junkrat ult is...
Sometimes it's good to be lucky.
Big. You see their Junkrat just got all 3 of them, 2 supports and Cade.
Yeah. So Winnebago making a heck of a push coming through. Although
Walden's thrown out a lot of ults just to try to cancel this out, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Yeah.
It is not looking good for our guys.
Yeah, it looks like there's a good chance they'll probably be able to at least take this first point. Oh, yeah, that percent goes up quick. Yeah.
As it does.
So we have our next choke point. Looks like this little under archway here.
Oh,
looks like Walden's kind of just letting him take that first point.
Oh, they're going in. They're not.
Oh, they are.
They're contesting that point with 0.96%.
They actually won that fight. They took the point back.
Wow.
And do not sleep on Walden.
Man, I thought that was going to be like a strategy to just let them have that point and then defend that next archway. But yeah, they rushed in quick and contested it.
Normally you would just let them have that point, but Aiden decided no.
Was that Aiden? Okay, I wasn't sure if that was Aiden. Right. For some reason, I thought it was John. I saw a rush in there.
Yeah, Aiden is the Baptiste who has an immortality field where if you do not kill it, you cannot die inside of its circle.
Okay. That's...
they're the flying dragons.
There's that ult. You guys just told me whose ult that was. Who was it you said, Miles?
That was Hanzo's ult.
Hanzo. Jeff really hyping us up in this Walden chat. I'm loving it, Jeff.
Excellent.
Bear down, Walden.
Bear down.
Keep that defense. And look like they will do it. Wow.
Man. Whoa,
Did not give up a single point. So now, basically for the second stage, and Miles, correct me if I'm wrong, but since it's 0-0, as soon as Walden gets 97%, don't they win the whole stage? Is that correct?
Yes, but basically they have to capture the whole point.
Okay.
But, I mean, considering what we saw from that, I personally don't think they'll have an issue with that.
Yeah, it seems like Walden is kind of handling business pretty well. I'm encouraged, hopeful that they'll be able to take this first point from Winnebago.
All right.
And Walden's going to come through those doors you were just looking at, right? That's kind of where they get released from. Okay.
That's where they are. And then these guys spawn all the way back here in like a sewer.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I can see their little red outline coming through there.
And there we go.
The Junkrat setup is usually good on this map, although we'll see what happens with it. Ethan's going to go on the Widow. It's a strong sight line from here all the way on down to the point. Because just look here.
Oh, yeah, a good sniper's position, right? Yep.
It also looks like the Diva will play a little far up.
All right.
And off they go.
Really pushing up quick. I mean, comparatively pretty quick with that shield. That's the Reinhardt, right?
On their support. Yep, Reinhardt rushing in.
And 3 of their guys down.
Now, Miles, was that one we call like one of those dive tactics where they just really rush in, try to take out one at a time to get the advantage and just go player to player?
So it was more rush than it was dive, as a dive usually focuses on mainly tanks like Winston, Diva, although Ball is a dive tank.
Okay.
And
there it is.
Jump in, focus one target, and then just scatter their team.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, Walden handling business pretty well. They just took care of that map as well.
All right. Play the game. Goes to Winnebago. Look at there we go.
This is that triple tire from earlier.
Pretty lagged on my end. I can't really tell what's going on, but I'm sure it is impressive.
It's nice to be appreciated.
And then we move on to what will be our third map. That will be just Escort, if I'm not mistaken, where basically we didn't even get to see it in that hybrid model, but in the hybrid they have to capture a point and then push the cart. In this model, it is just pushing the cart, correct?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Glad we get to see a cart tonight, John.
We get to see a cart. I was, getting a little sad if we weren't going to see one at any point. I actually really like watching those games where they're sitting on the cart trying to move it. I think those are one of my favorite ones to watch them play. So I'm excited to get to see that one. And no matter what, if Walden wins this one, if Walden wins this map, they will win the game. They'll get the credit, but we will play 4 maps no matter what. So either way, we'll be able to play 4. We'll watch the 4th one. But if Walden wins this one, it's essentially, in terms of their record, they will get credited with the win because it is best of 5 and they're up 2-0.
I mean, I think Walden has a really fair chance at winning this one. It seems just like there's a bit of a difference in the teams as it stands right now because John likes to play a lot more offensively as a tank. He will push up all day if you let him.
Yeah, he definitely seems to like that charge with the Reinhardt. Really likes charging in and just kind of, trying to tackle one of their guys, basically.
Yeah, kind of bully position, really. Yeah.
And of course, Aiden and AJ will just keep them alive as long as they can.
Right. Yeah, because Aiden and AJ would be the supports right now, right? AJ is filling in the support role, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe AJ is going to be our main support moving forward, correct?
I believe so.
All right, so on this map, it's fairly simple. They just got to push this card. They're coming from this church, I believe.
Okay.
And usually defense teams will hold up here or around there.
Okay. And which team is trying to push the cart first?
Walden is defending.
Walden's defending. Okay. So then it looks if Walden is trying to stop the cart, I'm assuming Winnebago Yeah, Winnebago, it looks like, starts. Essentially, their first spawn is right next to that cart, so it's much easier to get the first point or to get the first checkpoint than it would be the later ones, because the later, as that cart moves, it's getting closer to Walden's spawn, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's basically how all escort maps work. They usually start right next to their spawn, but then they have to work it all the way over, closer and closer to theirs, all the way to about that door over there.
Yeah, and those spawn times, I'd imagine, start playing a real big play into the strategy behind it.
Yes, and it looks like Walden is playing a dive-centered comp right now.
Okay.
John and Winston and Kate on the ball, just getting in there and doing the damage they need to.
And dive is that strategy of just really trying to take out, one by one their team, which they're done. They've already gotten 2 of their guys down.
And first blood.
Yeah, really quickly picked off 2 of their guys, and really scattered the rest. There's.
Yeah, that is the main idea through the dive comp. Is just if you can scatter them, then you can pick them off.
Sure, really just causing confusion. It seems like. Got another pick there from Walden. A second
John's
one,
just
a third
running
one.
around, and they can't seem to get a hang on him.
Okay.
But the Reaper does take him out.
It did finally cost John, but man, he took out quite a lot of them in the process. Definitely delayed them. Caused a lot of havoc there for a good amount of time.
He did try to go for that res, but it was just not in a well-placed spot, and he got punished for it.
A lot of chaos at their front door. That's good for Walden.
It is. We see they picked off a couple.
All right, looks like they got the truck moving a little.
Now it looks like Walden is kind of scattering, running back now to get rid of the rest of the team, but Don and Ryan are going to get picked off.
And then, Miles, where is that door, the first checkpoint? That's where the first point comes into play, right? Just to the left of the screen there?
Yeah. They have to get to this point on the map.
Okay.
Seems as though they are fighting well on points and keeping Walden off, but now they're starting to scatter, and John's going to be able to get some picks there. With a DPS and a support down, that might just be the fight for them.
I'd say it seemed like that would allow them to pretty much win this fight, have them respawn, go back, regroup, and make another push for it.
Yep. Reinhardt's still going to push in anyways. Not sure what he's trying to do, but he might be looking for a shatter.
Looks like we lost Ethan and AJ in that process, though.
Yes, and they have 6 ultimates too.
Cade down.
This might be over for them. It's all a game of ultimates.
Yeah, they definitely look like they could make a real strong push here to get this point. And when they get that point, because it shows obviously they only have a minute left, but when they get that point, I think they get almost an extra 2 or 2.5 minutes, don't they?
Yeah, they do gain extra time. But in that fight, the tank and the DPS pushed up to a point where they weren't protecting their healers anymore, where Ryan and John just swooped in, took them out clean and quick, and forced them to fall back. With
all those ults, I kind of was expecting that to be a major push in, and I guess, we just never really saw it. I feel like the whole team coordinate and make that push. Walden was able to hold them off pretty well.
Majority of this game is based on ult economy and how you can combine ults together to give yourself the best chance.
Okay.
And right now, as it is, it just seems that they're not working together as well to possibly combine ults or just zone off areas that they need to.
And anybody listening, that word we're using, alt, those are really just like those specials, like those dragons that just flew across the screen. Every character has different specials. Yep. And we see got pushed into an overtime here because it's contested right now for that. They're on the cart. See
so
here
this is
if
the
Walden
game that really rewards coordination and cooperation.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're working together, you'll be able to basically take anything that you want. But if you are not, then it's kind of scattered. The enemy team could take advantage of almost any move that you make.
Yeah,
you can see Ryan is in the back just hitting shots when no one's able to take him out. And John is dancing around the point along with the ball. Now that Reaper ult is huge in taking out massive teams. That's its whole point.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like picked off 3, almost 4. Yeah, there goes Ethan, just dropped off of us. Leaves just Cade and AJ out there right now.
Yes, but Cade is one of the best stall characters in the game because he can just hook himself onto that point and swing around.
Yeah, Cade is the ball
tight corner.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he was doing?
Yes, but it could have been done better as it was like stuck in a corner. So it couldn't get the full speed where it knocked people around. Oh, but Ryan comes in with the biggest mines.
And this overtime, Cade, this lasts as long as they're on that point, right? As long as Winnebago has a guy there, it stays in overtime until Walden can get him off. So it's really huge that they've been able to keep this in overtime for this long. And there we go.
And there it is.
Walden pushed him off. That is the first round to Walden. So Walden just needs to push that cart 76 meters, and they will have essentially won the entire game. Again, we'll play the 4th map, but they will have the whole game if they can push that cart 76 meters. Tell you what, doing all this talking, I'm forgetting about updating my banners. So I'm sorry, people are watching my banners here. I am not keeping up with them.
I'm expecting a dive comp to come out from Walden and most likely seeing a Ryan Hogg from the enemy team.
I would think a dive would make sense because really they don't have to push it very far, relatively speaking. It kind of makes sense to just push forward, try to get that 76 meters. A lot
of the time, some people's idea with it is that if they can just kill the team, then they get to push it all the way until they get back.
Sure.
So if they can just keep them off the point, and they can just keep it moving for little by little, just winning the team fights.
And it seems like the aggressive play style that Walden's employed so far has served them so pretty well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. And I see, Winnebago's taken that kind of more further back defensive stance where Walden, I noticed, was on that front one that you said up to the left. And Winnebago seems to already be taking kind of a stance that's further back than Walden was, which I find interesting seeing as maybe they just think it's a better holding point, but it's interesting because they don't have to push it very far, that they're kind of giving up that first corner, with relative ease. And they definitely are, it looks like, pushing forward fast.
Well, usually it's not a smart idea to hold right into their spawn because it allows them to have a quicker respawn time, whereas if you lose a man, it'll take them much longer to get back.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense.
And as you can see, Walden likes to push up nice and far, get inside their team while someone just stays back and pushes the point.
That truck is already on the move.
And majority of their team is dead right now, so they can't do much better unless Reaper can stall.
Yeah, that one on the cart right now, but
now they have a ball, but it's still in that tight little corner area where it's not that amazing.
Yeah, it does not swing that well there. It hits way too much of that other stuff going on. Seems like those balls are hard to kill, though, just because they move so fast, too.
Yeah, he's the quickest character in the game, and he has 600 health, and he can add shield on top of it with an ability.
Okay. Definitely what Winnebago will need out there to stall, let their team come back.
Yeah, so right now they're just staggering in because they have to. Otherwise, they could give up the point, and it's not happening.
Yeah, and unfortunately that stagger is just not letting them make any real progress. But like you said, they have to do it to just keep someone on point.
But that truck is inching ever closer.
Yeah. Really, really set up well for Walden here.
The 2 supports are alive right now. That Lucy ult might actually allow the whole team to get back and hold here. Because now it's 4 of them versus the whole team, and the team getting back closer and closer. But it seems Walden will take them out one by one.
Getting quite a bit of lag back here, so I can't really tell. But okay, there we go. I guess they pushed them. I see that part. So they did push them. Walden wins that map. So like we said, that does actually, in a sense, end the game where we have won our 3 matches, but for the sake of competition, for the sake of overall records, we'll play that 4th map. But, at this rate, we'll see. Walden, I think, should be able to, kind of beat them 4-0. 4-0 at this point would be my expectation.
Way to go, Walnuts. Well done.
Miles, do you think we're going to see Walden breaking out maybe some different characters that maybe they aren't their primaries just to get more practice in, or do you think they'll stick with kind of their primary guys?
So the way we like to play, if we see that we are winning a match, we will oftentimes switch it around to have more fun in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was it, 2 games ago that we sat up on the cart on Route 66.
Okay.
And you're usually not supposed to do that on defense because, you're close to their respawn times. If you lose a man, it's really bad for you.
Sure.
And usually we'll just switch up the roles for that just to have fun with it.
Okay. That makes sense. And that's what I would expect to happen here with us just, like I said, having really won the game. We're 3-0. It's best of 5. We'll play that 4th one. So this really is just for record, but I would expect to see our guys come out and, maybe have some different characters. And like you said, just kind of having some more fun with it. Not that the whole game isn't fun, but
It's a good opportunity to get more practice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it sure is. It sure
Right.
is.
Use the art teacher character.
Oh, Jeff, if only we had one. If only we had one. Man, what would an art teacher's alt be, Brian? What would their ultimate special attack? Or Jeff, even if man, what would your special, what would your special be?
Everyone pauses to appreciate art. That would be their alt.
I was thinking like he has like a can of paint and just throws it on the characters or something.
What about
Shooting
something
paint? There we go. Jeff was on board with it. Shooting paint. I like it.
I think that could be more of like a primary fire. What if he draws something on and he just pops out of the screen and fights for you?
Okay. I like that.
Mm.
Blinds the characters. I kind of agree. That could just be like a primary, like a little paint gun. Shooting people with the paint gun. Blinding them. I like that. It'd make their screens all blurry because they'd have like paint all over their screen.
Yeah, that could probably be like an ability, like their E or shift.
Yeah.
And they just throw a big old lob of paint at you.
We need to support. We need to actually, try to push this forward to the makers of Overwatch.
All right, Blizzard, are you listening?
Yeah.
There's great material here.
What are you thinking? Are you thinking tank, support, or DPS?
Oh, the paint. Well, I guess I wouldn't think support because I don't imagine being a lot of healing in that sense. Not. I guess maybe.
Oh, you're talking about switching up roles. You're seeing Aiden on the DPS Bastion.
Okay.
That is not usually the play.
Miles bringing us back to our actual match here. Jeff would like our art teacher character to be a tank, so I'm fine with Jeff as the expert here, our resident art teacher. So we'll go with Jeff's expertise and say that it is in fact a tank.
Maybe you could have the art character could be perhaps like draw a picture of a monster on a wall that would summon a summonable, like a creature that would then something like that.
A lot of how Ash uses her ultimate to summon Bob.
Okay, well, something along those lines. All right.
I like it. All right, well, let's just reel back to this. Well, we can go back to our art teacher character in a moment. Miles, bring us up to speed here. This map, I believe, is just defending a point. If they are able to take that first point, there's a quick second point that they try to take. And is there a third one after that?
Assault map called Anubis, and they have to capture 2 points. There is this one right back here, and then there's one all the way back in their temple.
Okay.
And basically on this, usually people hold up here where they've been holding, and people either come to this side room to try to ambush them, or they go up to the left or through the middle.
Okay.
Usually the right room is the safest option, although it is very much close quarters.
Yeah, it is.
There's that choke point right there at that corner.
Kind of
pretty much one way in,
back.
one way out.
I see there's a health spawn in
Ooh.
there, though. That's probably
and
pretty nice.
Someone is back capping on point. They actually did get a tick before they could get back for it.
Oh, wow. Someone snuck back there. I know Ryan is usually up on that roof up to the top right as a DPS sniping people through that little walkway, but who's Miles playing? Or gosh, Miles, I keep saying your name. Who's Ryan playing as Miles?
Ryan is this Reinhardt right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely not his usual character.
It is not the usual character that he plays in matches, but he still does play him. And he's
Okay.
a very good Reinhardt.
Okay.
And now he's off fighting his 2 tanks. Yeah. Now they just got split up, and hopefully the DPS can pick up the slack of taking out the big tanks that are giving Cade problems. And it looks like Aiden's going to get nanoed in his tank form. Do some real damage. Honestly, there she goes.
Looks like going back to rejoin the team. They had picked off, I think, at least 3 of them in there. Winnebago going back, try to regroup, make another push in. Right, a little over a minute and 10 seconds right now. Try to get that last push in towards that point. Same as the other maps, it'll become contested if they're able to at least keep someone on the map. As we've seen, that has not boded well, that last-ditch effort so far.
Winnebago's managed to see somebody up there to contest the square.
Yeah, there's a couple of them trickling in.
But that's all they have left, it looks like.
It was, but they picked off Cade in the process, but I think we got about 4 of them, so definitely still that fight went in Walden's favor.
Their team is gone. They used good ultimates to try to make something happen, like Sombra used her EMP, which hacks everyone in the area, and they cannot use their abilities.
Yeah, and we got Ball back.
There was not much follow-up on the EMPs. Characters did get taken out, but the remaining ultimates from Walden were just able to completely and utterly deny the taking of the point.
Yeah, we have Cade and Ryan both have an ultimate still.
So it looks like Winnebago was the last desperate push to kind of throw everything they had at it just to contest the point.
Yeah, and they'll get Ball in there.
Well, but when you feed people in their piecemeal, it doesn't quite pan out.
No, it does not. And that will do it for that one. Not able to get that point. They did get 33%. So Walden just got to get 34%, and they will take the map, the final map of the night.
All right.
This does, again, Walden has already won. This will push Walden to 6-0. Well in the lead for first place in our conference. Winnebago was actually second in our conference at 3-0. Real School in the opposing conference is at 2-1. So Walden, pretty commanding lead so far in terms of our conference standing. Not to brag on us too much there for a minute, but I'm going to brag on us a little bit because I'm stinking impressed.
Oh, we're proud of our walnuts.
As it is right now, I'd say that we are doing really well for the season. But if there's one team to look out for, it would be Case. I know they're not in our conference, correct?
They are. Yeah, they're Division 1. We are Division 3 still because it goes by school size. So yeah, we won't play them at state or anything. Let's see how they're doing. I think they are crushing it in theirs. Yeah, they're 5-0 in theirs as well. 5-0 with Bayport in Division 1. And Menominee Falls. It seems like there's about 3 big hitters there. Walden was trying to get pushed up to D2 at least this year, but still based off of school size, and so we stayed in that Division 3. We'll see. Our Overwatch team is going to look very different next year, Miles, when all of you guys graduate.
Yes, it will.
We will have AJ is on our team. He will likely be one of the main players on our team next year. Hopefully he is. Kyle, that one dude, he is the one that has taken over as our support role on the team for the remainder of the season, at least as much as we know for now. So he is, he'll stay with us. That is for sure, but the rest of the team graduating, we see.
No, John, don't worry about it. I'll just fail senior year for you.
Miles, I don't necessarily want that to happen. As much as I'd love you to be on the team still, I think we'll have you graduate and go be on a college team somewhere. but I do appreciate the offer.
A kind thought, but not the best for your academic future.
Yeah, kind thought, but maybe not where we want to be. We see Walden making a big push here, trying to go underneath that bridge.
Aiden did distract them for a little bit as he was somber on the point, but it seems now that they're getting picked off one by one.
Yeah, we lost John in that fight.
Just a certain area.
Looks like Winnebago is making a
but
decent
even has
defense.
huge picks with the
they do.
ball ult.
Yeah, lost 2 of them.
But
Yours
that
truly
Ryan
did
might
go
shut
down. Oh, now we're going. Cade's down. Ryan's down.
Winnebago fighting with some pride and some spirit here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
They will not be denied.
No, keeping that point strong at the end.
Lupus will always be a hard point to cap just because your options are limited when it comes to approaching. But it seems they are holding well, and now they've fallen back to just holding straight up on the point rather than up here or anywhere around it.
Aiden gets knocked out pretty quick, and followed by Cade.
But that might make a huge difference as the hammer is huge, the blade is massive, and Ryan gets a tripled strike.
Oof.
So Walden suddenly was disadvantaged, now is advantage 4-3 if they can.
There's only 3 people on the point, so I think they just have to back out.
Quite a stand there by Winnebago to hold up against, all that attack. Did you say John had that one that knocked 3 of them out?
That was Ryan.
Ryan did.
On Reinhardt here. He got that fire strike. They got 3 of them, but they also had 3 down, so it was a fair fight, but not enough for Walden to take point.
No, and if Walden can't take this point here, if they can't get to 34%, it will go to each of these maps are best of 3. So it will go to a third set, if you want to call it a third set, to decide this final map. But it has been decided as I'm saying that. Walden has won 4-0. We should change your little banner to say that. Walden wins the game. 4-0.
Imagine this is his triple fire strike. Oh yeah, that's definitely it.
Walden wins the game 4-0. That was something that was pretty quick in terms of our Overwatch matches. That was pretty on. Walden handled Winnebago pretty well there. Winnebago put up a fight there at the last map, but
yes, they did.
Walden able to handle business pretty handily there. That will move Walden to 6-0. We got a big way to go there from our resident art teacher that's hanging around with us right now, Jeff.
Appreciate
Jeff, for being with
fair,
us.
Jeff. Yeah, good game. Good game all around. Yes.
Thank you, Brian, for making us do this. I had fun. Thanks everybody for listening.
I had a blast too, John.
Yeah. Miles, thanks for joining us and actually adding some real commentary and giving us some real words of advice and telling us what's going on.
Some intelligent commentary. Thank you, Miles.
All right, everybody. We will see you next Tuesday for Smash.
All right, Walden, signing out.